Welcome back, everybody. We've got another spicy one here for you. Zach West versus Justin Gebing. We've got some Titanshift v Jeskai.
Shifty.
Yeah.
He's a shifty character over there.
Sure is.
So I got a report from one of our friends that plays a lot more Magic Online than I do.
Okay.
That these various shift decks, Scape Shift, Titan Shift, any Valakut based combo deck, have been like super prevalent online.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. If it's just like that, that's his perception he has. He's not like somebody that would track data the whole time he's playing.
So who is this mysterious friend?
Adam Olds.
Okay, I don't trust that at all then.
Okay. I find it interesting here that Zach has played Valakut on his first turn. So what this does is it puts him behind on mountains already, and that's not where you want to be. You want to play mountains leading all the way up to.
I would agree.
So, speaking of Farseek, there's there's the new Explore mechanic in Ixalan.
Right.
Somebody put the card Explore next to an Ixalan card as like a promo, like, oh, we got Explore again, haha. And I was like, I thought that they printed Explore in Standard, which would just be, that card is actually insane in Standard.
Is it?
It's a full-blown time walk.
That's an aggressive assessment. I don't know that I share it, but
in this,
here we are.
If you were to plug Explore into the coming Standard format, it would be the cornerstone of one of the best decks in the format. I guarantee it.
Okay. And for other psychic insights from our anchor, Miss Cleo here.
Hey, Miss Cleo! I'm in prison now, but you call me up. I read the cards from prison the same way I read them. The spirits don't know any walls or boundaries.
No bars.
These bars, they cannot keep my psychic abilities in.
Is she in prison now?
Yeah, I think she went to prison for fraud. I know there were, like, legal charges brought against her.
Poor Miss Cleo. She was just doing her thing.
Geez, she's quite the huckster.
Quite the huckster.
All right, so
Gorillas in the Mist, the philosophy behind Explorer being Time Walk, although it does sound absurd, is that you get to draw a card, you get to make your land drop, and since you weren't going to do anything on turn 2 anyway, because there aren't any relevant 2-drops, is kind of the argument. It's basically like a Time Walk. Did I do that justice? Did I do your argument justice?
Yeah, that's basically where I was going with that.
So there you are, Gorillas in the Mist. Another Valakut.
Another one.
An awkward draw.
Yeah, so these Titan Shift decks, they can come up with some awkward draws.
But he has Titan next turn.
They've been smoothed out.
If he wants it.
They've been smoothed out a lot. And in the last 2 years, Wizard of the Coast has printed 2 more Forest Mountains.
Correct.
So
which is very strange. I was very surprised when I first saw that. But
that the cycling lands were Forest Mountains?
The cycling lands are Forest Mountains. The
Cinderglade cycle.
The Zendikar ones really blew my mind because they had just printed fetches. Killers 66. Camper Killers 66. Thanks for the follow.
I don't think you can
first off,
overstate how much.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
I don't think it's possible to overstate how much
first
of a mistake that was.
Through God, all things are possible. So jot that down.
All right, so Justin's going to resolve his ancestral visions here, and Zach is just going to have a gajillion lands in play.
So this is actually a decent position for Titanshift.
Yes.
Because every ramp spell is going to be a threat here soon. He's only got the 4 mountains, so he needs 2 more to start doming Justin, but every mountain thereafter is going to deal 6. So,
and so it's kind of like counterintuitive. We've got this combo deck, which you would think this control deck would be able to like handle very easily.
Right.
But the onus really is on the control deck to end the game before the combo deck can go off. So he's got to balance himself between...
or at least control from a different angle. Justin forced to discard. And there's the
another forest mountain.
5th mountain. Every mountain from here on out is representing 6 damage.
He only needs 3 of them.
He only needs 3 of them. Less. If Justin continues to fetch like he is.
Yeah, it's such an interesting position. So I wonder if that's the result. There was the one GP that had...
Electrolyze Zach.
Had 3... It wasn't a GP. It
So tapping out here is
SCG.
aggressive. And in turn, Bolt.
Oh, man. See, the Bolt there would have been a big deal, because Bolt takes me to 14. That brings the necessary land count to... Oh, I'm sorry. It does not reduce his necessary mountain count.
Changes literal nothing unless he fetches 2 more times, which is a very real possibility. Wooded Foothills.
So there was a...
it begins.
There was a bigger modern tournament. I don't know if it was a GP or an SCG, where there was 3 or 4 blue-white decks in the top 16.
Sure.
So maybe the...
Hour of Promise.
What time is it now?
It is...
It's the Hour of Promise.
34 minutes into the Hour of Promise. Man, this is awkward. If you don't have a counterspell for this, it's game. He's counting cards in hand for some reason. Letting it resolve.
Put all these triggers on the stack, right?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Well, this kills him. I mean, the other way kills him too. I don't know what he's doing, but... Oh, we're just...
Are we just being fancy? I don't understand.
Fancy.
I don't understand.
We fancy.
So he's gonna get 4.
So he's gonna get to 12 him every time we get something here.
Doesn't he just get to kill him there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He gets to deal him 12, and then the fetch is 6 more is 18.
Yep.
Do I just not? I just don't understand.
Oh, you understand. I think he's just trying to be cute. I don't know. Might be playing around something. I'm not sure.
What are we doing? I don't understand. So I guess Blessed Alliance saves Justin here. Sphinx's Revelation saves Justin from the line I'm thinking of. And so he has to get into a situation where he forces Justin to tap mana so that he can't Sphinx's Revelation? Sphinx's Revelation seems like the only one that I can think of that you would reasonably put Justin on.
All right.
So and not...
Yeah, I don't know what... Is there like a bounce, a land spell that he was worried about?
I guess it only took one more turn. Yeah.
So if he boomeranged a land there...
Right.
If he boomeranged a mountain, getting 2 would still just let you ding him for 2.
Because you have the Wooded Foothills.
Yeah. Yeah.
That can be sacked. Bucked up.
But it doesn't actually change anything.
Wow, I don't. That's quite the screen name. Bucked up.
Bucked up 2.
It's manly. Like a bucking. It makes me think of like a bucking bronco, like a cowboy. He really bucked up. Handled his business.
So I don't know if you guys like reading, but our spotter Matthew Manier is an aspiring writer.
He is. We've got the
who has told me that boomeranging a mountain only was one trigger, but it is one per Valakut. So if he did it in response to the Hour of Promise, and it would have brought him to 6 mountains instead of 7, it would have removed all the triggers because he wouldn't have enough mountains.
No, you get it on the 6th mountain.
Yeah, but if he would have boomeranged it, and he would have only had 5 as a result.
Oh, sure.
So if that takes it up to 6.
Okay, so that's why you would get the 2 Valakuts. I mean, he still has to have Boomerang, which we know isn't in his deck. Like,
well, Cryptic Command it bounce it as well.
Bounce a permanent?
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Wooded Foothill helps it because he can search for a mountain.
Yeah, he can supplement the number of mountains in play. Yeah, so you need something to I don't know what Justin's out here is. I don't know if it's like Ghost Quarter. He's 3 colors, so I can't imagine he's playing Ghost Quarters.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Jeskai control decks or the blue-white control decks really do to this combo. I mean, you can try to interact with a ramp. That's about it.
Yeah, I think you just have to remand and mana leak the
Leyline of Sanctity goes a long way.
Man, that card's a big deal.
Not in the opener for Justin, if indeed that is the sideboard option.
Alright, here's a card. Yep. It's as good a turn 1 as Zach gets as well.
Fetching a basic forest, I believe he said, though. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, very interesting that he didn't grab an untapped Stomping Ground there. We know Justin doesn't have any kind of clock.
Yeah, so you got to remand this. You have to have the... Nope.
Remand would have been nice. Remand on the Hour of the Search for Tomorrows is pretty good too. Yeah, he can hope his opponent sided out all of his Valakuts. That is reasonable.
So somebody out, you know, some people against this deck and against Tron decks play Ghost Quarter Surgical Extraction combo. To like get all the, you know, so Ghost Quarter can keep them off. Can keep them off. Hopefully the combo for a minute, and then Surgical Extraction really guts them.
Guts them good.
It's also very good against the Tron deck. So those are things that are possible.
It is possible that Zach West has a heart attack, although I do hope that does not happen.
No, that would be bad. That'd be very sad. A dark cloud over our Tuesday Night Modern.
Man, if we had a competitor die on stream.
Jeez. Can we not? That's so dark.
Hour of Promise, question mark.
Holy
Man,
smokes.
Justin Gebing looking at...
This is a turn 3 Hour of Promise.
Yeah. Justin Gebing with just Cryptic Commands in hand. Hello, Valakut.
Here's another great reason to play this deck. Hour of Promise looks like it's apparently just a beating.
Hour of Promise is sweet. Yes, Charma Goofy, I do bet it feels good to have your Ancestral come off suspend and then die with 7 cards in hand.
Alright. More action from Zach. Justice sitting here very forlorn. If he gets counter spell bounce of Valakut, that's a big deal. That can go a long way.
Yeah, well, it helps. I mean, how many mountains? It's the count's at 4, so he needs 2. Casting Summoner's Pact. testing the waters here. Getting Gaia's revenge. Thanks,
man, this
for playing.
This guy's thought of all the angles.
Yeah, he doesn't want to interact with Justin's deck at all.
This card can't be countered. Okay, tap and draw.
All right,
was
so
the choice.
Here's another out for Justin. Zach could forget about his pact.
Okay, so Justin has an additional Cryptic Command in hand.
Yeah, he can tap and draw all night long.
All night long is a stretch, but at least one more turn.
All night long.
Oh no.
Feels like it's lasting all night long when he's just tapping and drawing and passing and tapping and drawing and passing.
All night.
Yeah, those were the words.
All night long. Can I sidebar?
Please do.
I was listening to the oldies station here in Cincinnati, 92.5, The Fox.
Wow, nice plug.
Smells Like Teen Spirit came on.
So he can bounce the force, but he has a Stomping Ground and a Cinderglade.
Oh, it would have been a play to bounce the forest and then untap, bounce the other forest and get him. That was his out.
Right, but he didn't have a second Cryptic in hand at the time.
Right, you didn't know that.
Three Valakuts.
Is this the fourth one in his hand, I believe? I don't know. This Cinderglade's going to generate some triggers here.
Relic of Progenitus.
I think Justin's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, Justin's found his out to this Guy's Revenge. Step 1.
And there it is. Scape Shift on the open board. Easy game, says Zach West.
Six lands.
Assuming we have enough mountains. And there they are.
Yep, 6.
Game over. Well, that was a fast one.
Yeah, I didn't realize until, I started thinking about it that matchup went that way.
It is, yeah, it's not a great matchup for Justin there. If he has the Leyline of Sanctity out of the board, I mean, he has options, but
right.
You got to draw them.
We thank him for sitting down, though. Love to see the variety in decks here. Believe it or not, there's people playing things other than green-black based.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't think so. We've got a full 30.
A full 30. So go enjoy like a TV show, I guess. Do people still watch TVs?
Do people watch TVs?
I don't know if people watch TVs, but go watch replays if you're not going to watch TVs.
Well, stay here and watch replays. You don't have to go anywhere.
That's true. You could order a pizza and probably get it.
Ooh, order a pizza. Tell us how it is.
Yeah,
comment your favorite pizza toppings in the chat. When we come back in a half an hour,
we'll tell you why you're wrong.
We'll tell you why you're wrong.
All right. See you in 30.